That's good. I grew up in a rural town in Monroe County, Michigan. We didn't have the most money, so, we had to make do. Back then, if you went to a Goodwill or Salvation Army, most of the toys you had was broken or missing a piece or something. So I remember my mom buying me this red basketball game, and it came broken. But my dad helped me, take it apart and fix it. From that point on, I didn't care if it was broken or not because I thought I could fix it.
It's funny how little moments in our lives can have the greatest impact on our future. Take Linda Watson Guillory, for example. When she salvaged that old red Conic basketball game at the age of 8 with her dad, she had no idea she was working on her future. One where if something was wrecked, like Ralph, she couldn't wait to fix it, like Felix.
I remember my dad, he was like a jack of all trades. He collects stuff. And one of my jobs on the farm was to take the machines apart. Like, for example, we had old washing machines, and I would take them apart and get the copper out the motors. So it made me want to be an electrical engineer. I didn't really know the name of what it was, but I knew I wanted to do something with electronics and something with games. And once I found out electrical engineers design games and play with games, all that, I was like, oh, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Fast forward a few years, and Linda went on to get her degree in electrical engineering and now works for Texas Instruments. But that childhood love of games never died. And if you visit her home, you will see the holy grail of video game collections.
At what point did you say, I'm a collector?
It took years. So I bought one curio and I put them all, sorted them out. I remember one of my friends, Carter, came over. And he was like, oh, you're a collector. And I was like, no, those guys are crazy. But I started thinking about it. I was like, I'm a collector. And so once I decided I was a collector, I was like, well, I'm going to be the best collector there is.
So what is the best collector there is?
Well, for me, it was like I'm going to try to find everything that I ever wanted and didn't know exist. And having the Guinness World Record.
Whoa. Back up. The Guinness World Record?
I have 2 Guinness World Records for the largest number of playable gaming systems and the largest number of LCD gaming systems.
You heard right. 2 Guinness World Records.
Go.
And if anyone would know whose game collection is the most impressive, it's the folks who track everything from the most cans ripped with your teeth to the fastest time to eat a burrito. Now Linda's unintentional obsession has placed her name at the top of the leaderboard.
The record is 2,430 for the most playable gaming systems. And for the most LCD gaming systems, it's 1,599. And I've always liked, Guinness World Records. When I was a kid, my sister and I, we were like, okay, we're going to have the pogo stick record.
That didn't work either.
No. So now it's like I told you I was going to have a Guinness World Record.
And you've got 2.
And I have 2.
Tell me about the games that you have.
Get this. I bought them broken. As many as I could find broken, I bought them broken because, number one, they were cheaper, and number 2, I thought I could fix it, and I wanted to see if I could fix them.
Because that's part of it's the thrill of the hunt, isn't it?
For me, it's kind of like if I can fix it and no one else can, it just makes me feel better. Like, yes, I got it. I don't shy away from broken things.
You could spend a lifetime playing Linda's classic Nintendo games like Rampage and RoboCop or Beetlejuice and Back to the Future. But it's her handheld systems that really get her excited. And of course, we couldn't stop by without playing them ourselves.
So it's basically like a Space Invaders game.
Ooh. Can I take this game home with me?
Next game's mine.
It only takes a few games to feel like a kid again, and that's exactly what Linda holds so dear about her collection.
Well, you're competitive. Is that what you're saying? Very.
Oh yeah, come on, you can't come in and own this like this.
What is it about those vintage games that draws you in?
They're the ones I grew up on, you know, so they tug at my heart. It's like they're the ones I remember my dad showing me how to fix or what to look for, and I just love them.
You've talked about your dad several times. Tell me about what your dad thought of your collection.
So my dad never got to see it. He died when I was 14.
Do you think about him when you're fixing some of these games still?
The scary part is sometimes I can hear him in my ear and I'm like, righty tighty, lefty loosey, you know, and all those things that he taught me.
What does that mean to you to still hear him today?
It means the world to me. I'm happy I had that time with him and he spent that time with me and that I took it in. You know, it means that I learned what he said. You know, I was listening, and I'm happy I was listening because I sure didn't expect to lose him at 14.
145.
He lost at 41, and oh my goodness, she's gotten it.
258.
These days, you don't have to look very hard to find a lover of video games. There's something about getting lost in the 4K perfectly rendered worlds created by the latest systems. But Linda finds comfort in the pixels of the past and the memories they hold long after the game is over.
Do these games bring you joy?
Absolutely. They bring joy every day in so many ways, and money can't buy that.